Looking at NAS today, we're pretty bullish today, delivering off a 1 hour fair value gap. In general, just delivering bullish price. Midweek reversal on Wednesday. And yeah, again, coming off this 4 hour BPR here that we're rejecting off of, making a midweek reversal towards that VI that I talked about yesterday. That was my draw on liquidity for yesterday. It hit. Perfect rejection of the weekly open, by the way, and then back up. So we are still respecting bullish order flow. We had a huge day yesterday, so I'm not expecting to have a huge day today, but there will be movement. I'm looking to get a sweep here of this low into this gap and then a continuation higher to this buy side and this 4 hour fair value gap, because we have low resistance liquidity here laying on a higher time frame, and we have all-time highs as well here. So today is bullish. I will not mirror my bias. If we go ahead and tap this 4 hour fair value gap first and we can get a reversal, so I will play the pullback towards some fair value gap that will open up. We'll see. But today I am starting bullish, and I will see if I can get a setup today. This is insane discorrelation. NAS is going down while ES, if y'all can see this, is going up. So we're just moving the opposite direction on NQ and ES here. This is really fucking bad, this correlation. But as I did think, we are most likely going to sweep this low. And then I'm looking for buys after that. But right now the discorrelation is setting me off a fuck ton. So we'll be careful, and I will only trade when my setup presents, as always. So we are most likely going to have a fair value gap created here. If this gets inversed, I'm not taking anything, because simply we do not have enough structure yet for me to see that we're actually going to go up from that. Also, we have news at 10 a.m. So I will be careful. I would love it to build more structure here. Maybe a resweep of this low and then an inversion, and then we can go higher. But in general, I would not want to enter before news. So right now, ES took it high. ES took this high, and Q didn't. We are rejecting this area, and I'm not confident in this setup currently, because simply we did not have enough structure for me to think, okay, we're gonna go. So I'm gonna wait, and we'll see what happens. As we speak, ES is tanking really hard, inversing every single bullish gap that we printed. So there's a high chance that this setup will fill. So I'm glad that I waited and trusted myself. It's not only just pattern trading. You just don't see a pattern and click buy. It's got to be discretionary. Your setup has to be aligned with your conviction and your overall market read, your experience, etc. This is what I mean. People got fucked. People got absolutely fucked on this. So that's why you wait until something makes sense to you. That's why you wait for structure. That's why you wait for your conviction to align with the setup. You don't just trade fucking patterns. That's how you lose. Simply staying out of a trade like this will save you money. Trading is not only clicking buttons to make money, it's also preserving capital. So that's why I didn't take the trade. We'll wait for another setup, and we'll see if we get one. If we don't get one, also fine, that we don't trade today. Also a great trading day. If we can reject from this 1 hour fair value gap here, I would love to see price deliver buy side, giving us this market maker buy model on the 1 minute, delivering this buy side of the curve on the right side here. That would be very nice. And then we can get to this drawn liquidity on a 4 hour and buy side liquidity as well. We'll see. We have to build more structure around this 1 hour fair value gap, and we'll see after. If there's no trade, there's not going to be any trade. I'm not going to force anything until my setup presents itself. Price is starting to look good here, but unfortunately there's news in 6 minutes, so I will not be entering pre-news. I will wait for news to hit, and then if we get a setup after that makes sense, I will take it. I need news to hit and this highest fair value gap to get inversed. If that happens, then I'm willing to take a trade. And once more, I avoided a loss by not entering on this inversion fair value gap. And now, to add to that, we have an SMT with ES on this low, which is absolutely perfect. We have news hitting in 2.5 minutes. If news gets us a little bit higher, we have a new inversion fair value gap to inverse, and we also have this higher fair value gap to inverse. To be absolutely confident, I would want this fair value gap to get inverse as well, but this is also fine. We now have a SMT on the lows here, and we have reason, we have structure, we have SMTs, we have a narrative, and news is about to hit as well. So I have more structure, I have more confidence. Not saying we guaranteed to get a setup, but if it occurs now, I will have the conviction to execute. For now, I'll be waiting until news. So we have a lot of trap sellers within this bearish candle here. So after we inverse this fair value gap, I will enter long. And we end up doing that. I am in the trade. Just going for a little one-to-one here. Nothing too much. Okay, 5 minute closed. Finally bullish close on the 5 minute. If we break this high. Okay. Still respecting the fair value gap up until now. Not worried. If you break this intermediate term high, I'm going break even. Where is that? If we end up breaking this, I'm going break even very soon. It's intermediate term high. But it is necessary with this choppy PA. Very good rejection there. Just a new 5 minute candle power of 3. Nothing to be afraid of. If we truly want to go higher, get to the EQ of the range. Yes, okay. Good close. Okay. Still respecting C of the gap. Inversion fair value gap. I'm not afraid. I'm okay with losing this. We are pretty range bound here. So losing this wouldn't be pretty weird to me. Also, it's just part of the game, right? So just not used to not having immediate profits. It's fine. Not attached to the outcome of this trade whatsoever. Just another trading day. This inversion here, this fair value gap here is annoying. We need to close above this, then we're gone. Okay, that's what I like to see. So we broke the EDB term high. I need this candle to follow through. Then I'll go break even. Okay. Risk-free trade as we speak. Taking partials off at this. But not much. But I will be taking partials there. Because yes, I already took that. So I will take 3 off. If we get there. We need to close above this fair value gap here. That'd be very clutch if we inverse this one. Looking very good for now. Again, didn't risk much on this trade, as we were not moving that much either. Okay, took the eye on trading view. Took some partials. Giving me that beautiful $200 in profit. Stop is break even. We're risk free. Counts as a profitable day as well on Top Step. So, but after this this high, we could definitely get some down movement. Targeting this order block here that we're seeing. Obviously, it's larger than this just line. Targeting this here, validated order block. If you don't get there, we don't get there. Also fine. I'll take my 200-day. Partials have been taken, so this is a risk-free trade and a profitable day. New 5-minute candle should actually boost. Yeah, we close very bullish. I can see this 5-minute candle boosting actually to the highest fair value gap on the 15-minute, which is pretty high. But yeah, I can see us hitting TP. And if we don't, we don't. Okay, ES already is way higher than NQ. So we need to actually look out with SMTs on the 5-minute here. Yeah. It's whatever, man. I'm willing to give these profits back that I'm floating right now. No problem for me. Genuinely. I cannot be taking TP at a negative RR, so I'll just be patient, see if we continue to respect bullish order flow. And if we're not, we're not. But we did just sweep this internal high in this huge down leg. So again, that's why I pulled myself to break even as soon as we hit the immediate term high, and I took partials at that buy side. So just to cover my risk and to get into profit. We'll see, man. I really don't care if this goes break even. But looking at ES, there's possibility that we can see some down movement, but not closing anything out. We're still respecting this 1 minute fair value gap here, so we'll see what happens. Also tap the inversion once again after inversing that. Fair value gap here. Getting respected. If you break this intermediate term high, I'm trading my stop loss to this low. Just because we're in a larger downtrend. Just some risk management there. See if we can boost. Let's go, Nas. Looking very good. If we can close in those wicks, we'll be perfect. Or over those wicks even. Two seconds. Yes, perfect. Okay, if we can take the high. Perfect. Took the high. I'm trading my stop loss to lock in some more profits if we decide to go back down. But again, following this order flow, I think we go TP. And if not, then not. I'll take my 140. 420 TP, by the way. Should boost. Come on, Nezzy Nez. Let's get some. Pause. Okay, new 5 minute candle is about to open. We have a good bullish close on this 5 minute as well. But we also have an open 5 minute fair value gap. So it could be with this close that we're going to tap that 5 minute fair value gap first. And I'll be stopped out. But that's okay. Again, I don't care. I trailed my stuff for this reason. If I get stopped out here, I'm completely fine with it. Fair value gap getting tapped again. Yeah, my stop loss is on the 5 minute fair value gap, which is okay. I guess we can tap that and go. I'll be fine getting stopped out there. ES took the fair value gap. It tapped the 5 minute fair value gap. So we basically have an SMT on that low where my stop loss is right now. It will be very clutch if we reject from here, I'm not gonna lie. There is an SMT currently. See if it holds. Small SMT, but it is an SMT. And getting a late entry like this, you got to be willing to sit through a little bit of chop, sit through, not saying this is chop because we're delivering pretty bullish order flow, but instead of getting like a 2 candle TP right after opens with high volatility, this is something different. It is something that you also need to cultivate. Being able to just sit here and, well, let price play out, reading it as it goes, marking SMTs, seeing what order flow does, etc., etc. Pretty slow day, actually. But, hey. It's whatever, man. It's not about the money. I followed my model. I avoided 2 losses. And then I finally entered when it made sense to me. And yeah, high time frame makes sense still. To go a little bit higher. Into the higher 50-minute fair value gap. Would actually make a lot of sense. And once again, on the higher time frame of the daily, we're still bullish. 4 hour, but still bullish. So there is reason for us to go higher, yes. Even if it's in this leg towards OTE and the 15-minute fair value gap, there's still reason on the higher time frame to actually fully reverse this leg and go higher. Okay, we broke the high. I would love to see us actually go to TP now, not play around anymore. Let's go, Nas. Come on. Good close. Can we get that high or not? Holy edge, bro. Let's go. There we go. TP schmacketh. Clean trade. Just over 1-1. Simple, short trade. And yeah, nothing more, nothing less. This 50-minute gap I'm talking about, the higher 50-minute gap, makes sense for us to go there. Off of this 1 hour fair value gap here. Again, on the higher time frame, we are still very bullish, and I still see us going higher to this 4 hour fair value gap. And yeah, so that's why I took the trade. I waited for more structure. I waited for a reason to go. Now we had this fake out, trapping sellers here, inversing. I entered, and yeah, we were chilling actually. Good read. Basically, continuous bullish order flow. And yeah, so we made 626 today. Nothing to complain, and it was a pretty great day. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.